Okay, guys, so what we're going to do is figure out how to factor this. So we're going to apply what we did yesterday. We're only going to focus here in the back. And the reason is we only have 1 in the front. So this is where we're going to focus. So I need to come up with factors. Let's see, why are we not writing? Let's see. I need factors for 130. Okay. And here's the thing. I need it to add up to 3, or in this case, subtract to 3. So factors of 130. Okay. The ones that come to mind right now is 10 and 13. Okay. Now, this needs to, when I multiply, equal negative 130. So if I put a negative here, notice I get a negative 3. I need a positive 3. So if I flip these, 13 minus 10, because 13 times negative 10 still gives me that negative 30, I do get the positive 3. So my answer here is going to be x plus 13 and x minus 10. Okay, and that's all we have to do for that one. So let's look at another one, number 2. P squared plus 18p plus 56. Okay, let me move this down. Okay, so again, nothing in the front. We have a 56. So what two numbers give me 56? Okay, so sometimes this takes a while. So 56, I'm going to be honest, sometimes when I have trouble, 2 times what gives me 56, I start making myself a little list. 28. That is definitely not going to add up because you see this is a positive 56. So when I add up, that is definitely not 56, right? It's 30. Okay, does 56 divide by 3? No. 56 divide by 4? Oh, yes. So I get a 4 and a 14. So 14 and times 4 is 56. But if I add them, oh, doggy, look there, we get an 18. That's what we need here. So here we go. P squared can be broken up into P. A positive 4 goes in one, and a positive 14 goes into the other. And that's how you get that number, or factor. Sorry about that. Okie dokie. Now, I'm getting my paper. Let's move on, and I'm going to extend my page. Actually, let's move to a new page. Okay, so now let's move on to number 9. Okay, so we get 4. Ooh, I'm way at the top. Let me move down. 4x squared minus 32x minus 80. Okay, and I'm going to be honest, I can at least factor out some stuff here, right? Does 4 go in 4? Obviously, yes. Does 32 go into 4? Does 4 go into 32? Yes. And 4 goes in here. So what I'm going to do first, before I try something crazy, factor out a 4. So we can't get rid of that 4. So when I do that, I get x squared. 32 divided by 4 is 8x minus, and 80 divided by 4 is 20. Okay, so now I'm going to look here and see if I can factor this. We could have done that up there. Our numbers just would have been bigger. So I need to come up. Notice I now have nothing in front of x squared. So I need to come up with something that multiplies to give me negative 20. That subtracts to 8. So for instance, I think some of y'all are probably going 4 and 5. Well, the problem here, 4 minus 5 is negative 1. Not going to work. Okay. So how about 2 and 10? So 2 times 10 gives me 20. Make it negative. I always like to put the negative in the middle. Okay. And 2 minus 10 is -8 and get, oh, that is an ugly 8. And then I dropped my negative. Okay, I'm getting used to my little pad here. Okay, so here we have -20 and the -8. So remember, we factored that 4 out, so we can't get rid of it. X squared plus 2, and then x minus 10. Okay, so that can happen. So before you jump in, I would see if we can factor something out all the way across. Okay, so now I'm going to go on to the back. Let's see. I'm looking at some fun ones we can do. Okay, I don't know. Let's do 13. I like 13. 4a squared minus 12a minus 112. Okay, so does 4 go into 4? Yeah, absolutely. Does 12 go by in 4? Oh, yes. And 112. Oh, yes. So divide by 4, divide by 4, divide by 4. So again, can't get rid of it. So a squared minus 3a minus, and 112 divided by 4 is 28. So now let's take that -28. I need it to get to 3. So 2 and 14 does not equal -3. Does 28 go into 3, or is it 4? Nope, it's 4. 28 divided by 4 is 7. 4 minus 7. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Oh, and to the GE, we get the -3. So 4 times a plus 4, and then a minus 7. And we got that. Okay. So let's get down to something more fun, and let's just be honest, more fun, period. Let's go to number, I don't know, 20. Just that. Now, all right, here's somebody going, 22, that looks rough. No, it looks fun. 3p cubed plus 3p squared minus 216p. Okay. So I know 3 goes into 3, and 3, does it go into 216? And yes. Okay, so 3, I know someone's yelling at me about those p's. I hear ya. Okay, now notice this time. We didn't have it over here. Notice the first 2 terms had an a, the last one did not. But notice here, all 3 of these have p's. So I only can take the smallest amount of p, so I only can take out 1 p. Okay. Now, remember on top here has 3 p. So this is like saying 3 times p times p times p. So 1 on the bottom cancels out with 1 on the top, and the 3 cancels. Okay. So that is, I have 2 p's left. So p squared. Oh, and I forgot my 3p. I can't throw away him. Plus, so this one has 2 p's. The 3's cancel. And so 2 p's and 1 at the bottom, I'm left with 1 p. Okay, here the p's, ooh, the p's cancel. And 216 divided by 3 is, I'm really writing crazy here, is -72. Now can we reduce and factor out the bottom? So I need 72. What multiplies to give me 72? I'm subtracting. I need negative, and I need a 1. Isn't 7 times, no, 8, whoopsies, 8 times 9, 72? Well, hot diggity dog. If some of y'all are thinking I teach math, they didn't teach me to multiply in college. So we get 8 and 9. If I subtract, ooh, that gave me -1. But if I switch it, notice I get +1 is what I wanted. So we got 3p Remember that p-squared gets broken up to a plus 9. And, whoops, oh, go back. Abort. Oh no, I lost my plus 9. Oh no. And then we get p minus 8. And that's your final answer. I hope this is helping. I hope you're having fun, even if it's against your will. Good luck, and remember, I'll have the answers with the sub so you can always look at them. See you later, guys.